Barry Morphew's mom and other relatives enter the courtroom in support of Barry for day 2 of his preliminary hearing. Friends and supporters of Suzanne were here as well.
She was always sweet and nice.
Justice for Suzanne and her daughters, I feel for them.
In court today, former FBI agent Johnny Grusing testifying that Barry Morphew appeared to go on multiple trash runs the day of Suzanne's disappearance, including throwing things away at an RTD bus stop, a Holiday Inn, a McDonald's, and a Men's Warehouse in the Broomfield area. The agent says Morphew spent about 40 minutes in the Men's Warehouse parking lot alone.
Couldn't explain what he was throwing away.
Telematics data from Barry's Ford truck also shows him opening and closing doors at odd hours the day before Suzanne disappeared and moving around his mountain property in the truck. Grusing also says they found a Tranquilizer dart cap in the dryer of the Morphew's home. The agent wrote in the arrest affidavit that Barry was most likely chasing Suzanne around while she was conscious, and that's why Barry's phone pinged in different areas around the house.
That evidence doesn't lie.
But the defense poking holes in that theory today in court, showing evidence that his movement would have been impossible because the phone would have had to move through walls and at speeds up to 42 miles per hour to get from one place to the next if the cell records are correct. Also today, the defense introduced evidence suggesting $70,000 was missing from a garage safe at the Morphew home, perhaps suggesting Suzanne took the money and ran away.
My heart goes out to all of them. No matter what was going on in her personal life, if she was murdered, she didn't deserve that.
Unbelievable. And don't forget, day 1 of that preliminary hearing, evidence coming out that Suzanne was having an affair for 2 years. And there was a recorded conversation on a spy pen that she had apparently purchased because she suspected Barry was cheating on her. So there was trouble at home. There was absolutely some trouble in this marriage. Let's bring back in our think tank, Eklund Mercy, Nima Rahmani, Kirk Nurmi with us. All right. Has anyone here ever gone on a garbage run where you're disposing of trash over at the McDonald's, Holiday Inn, Men's Warehouse? Anyone? No. The only person I could think of that ever did that was a guy named Fotis Doulos out of Connecticut. And he has something in common with Barry Morphew. His wife disappeared also. And he was seen driving around town disposing of garbage in different places. What's that all about, Nima? There's
well,
Fotis.
The defense is... There you go. The defense is going to go with the Bob Durst theory of Gone Girl, that, Suzanne just picked up and disappeared. Well, that's belied by the evidence. And credit to the FBI here. They did an outstanding job. Even though we don't have a phone, they got into our iCloud. Obviously, the pickups, GPS, the cell site evidence was fantastic today, as well as got into that spy pen. So they got all this information out during the preliminary hearing. And I remember being on the tank the day that charges were announced, Vinny, and you and I, the district attorney was very, very confident, but she didn't provide any information. So we were sort of speculating as to what sort of evidence would come out, and it really did come out today. I like this case for the prosecution, and I think it's only going to get better for the state and worse for Barry.
Eklund, I have a really cool system at my house with the garbage. What we do is we take it outside, we put it in a big, I think you call it like a trash can, right? And then either me or my son is supposed to do it, but we roll it to the curb, and then this big truck comes by, and they take it away for us. We don't have to drive around and drop it off.
Well, you don't know cheap people, Vinny, because if you knew cheap people, you would know that there are ways to circumvent throwing your trash or having to pay to get your trash, thrown out.
Wait, do we have a shot of the house? Can I show the house to Eklund? Because this house is sprawling.
There are people. There are people who are just not wanting or not willing to pay to get their trash thrown out.
Yeah,
so
I think they could afford it. I think they can afford it.
But I'm just saying it's not out of the realm for someone to do it. And especially if he doesn't have the habit of doing it, if this is the first time you decide to, scatter the town with your trash, it does seem likely that you have some issues. But if there's no habit of him doing it, it's an issue.
Kirk, I don't know if you do your own laundry, but have you ever come across a tranquilizer dart in the dryer?
Not yet, Vinny. Not yet. And this evidence, all these disparate pieces of evidence, are so strong, as Nima pointed out. And one of the things is that it's so tied together by a motive, right? We have these affairs going on. We have this toxic relationship. All these disparate pieces of evidence that I don't know that can be excused away by being cheap and dumping the garbage, are all still going to be tied together by this motive of this affair she was supposedly having, the evidence related to him probably chasing her around the house. It is all going to add together, and Mr. Morphew's legal situation is not a good one, to put it in PG terms.
Yeah, and I'm not sure here, Nima. Maybe do hunters have tranquilizer darts? Like if you're a hunter and you live out in the wilderness, in case a bear comes to get your garbage. Oh, that's right. They don't put the garbage out. They don't have to worry about the bears coming. So he wouldn't need the tranquilizer for that.
Vinny, you've never heard of the famous Alvin and the Chipmunks defense? That, you're going around your property shooting chipmunks and using tranquilizer darts? I mean, it works every time.
Eklund, are you a little more concerned for Barry Morphew and his tranquilizer?
Oh, yes. But the state still has a lot of question marks to turn into periods. And in cases like this, you have to turn those periods into exclamation points. So it's not enough to just have, firm evidence by itself. It has to tell a story. We need a story. We need a reason why this woman is not here.
Well, it might have something to do with that 2-year affair she was having and wanting to leave Barry, but I'm just taking a wild guess. By the way, this preliminary hearing not over. Take a look, folks. It's going to continue August 23rd and August 24th, so they took a little rest in between. There's no jury, folks. It's just the judge. So the judge taking their notes, and then they'll pick it up on the 23rd and 24th, and, of course, we'll keep you up to date. No trial date because first, prosecutors have to get to the trial by winning during the preliminary hearing, and we'll see how that turns out.